Hey everybody, it's Steve Hughes with Holders Air Conditioning and Heating. And today we're out in the Rosedale area at a new construction home. And today we're going to see some really interesting stuff. This is the home of Brylan and Lindsay Holder. And let me tell you, they are really going all out with the efficiency and the energy savings on their new air conditioning unit. We're going to see the Daikin Fit today, and that is a heat pump air conditioning and heating unit that's going to be installed into this home. They're just about ready. They're doing some of the finished work today that we're going to see, and we're going to talk about all of the advancements that this house is going to have with it as well, like some air filtration and some air purifying, and then returns and supplies in each and every room of this beautiful home. So let's go talk to Brylan. He'll give us the tour of his new house and talk about this amazing air conditioning and heating system that they're putting in their new home. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. And remember, if it's too cold or too hot, give Holders a shot. Hey everybody, Steve again with Holders Air Conditioning and Heating, and now we're on the side of your brand new home. Brylan and Lindsay, this is your new house, and you guys are today putting in the final steps of your air conditioning system and your heating system. And right now, Brylan, we're kind of right where the heart of the matter is, right? This is really the heart of the system, the condenser. Yep. And this thing does not look like a normal condenser. I'm used to a big cube on the side of my house. Can you talk to me about exactly what this one is?
Yeah, this is called the Daikin Fit. It's an inverter style system. It converts the power from AC power to DC power. It's also variable speed, so it will ramp up and down depending on the heat load, outside and inside the house.
So does that make it more efficient?
Way more efficient. So
talk to me about exactly what an inverter is. What does that do?
So it converts the power coming from PG&E from AC power to DC power. So kind of like a battery's DC power. So it converts it from AC to DC. And then the variable speed compressor and the variable speed fan motors will ramp up and down. And so if it's super hot outside, and let's just say for a scenario, if it's 85 degrees inside, you set your thermostat down to 75, it'll start ramping up. And then as it's cooling down, it'll start ramping back down. And then once it reaches that desired temperature, it'll maintain that temperature at the lowest speed possible.
How does that differ from like the one that I have on my home? That my house was built in 2010.
So yours is a single stage. So single stage works, and 98% of people have single stage. It kicks on, runs full blast, runs at 100 miles an hour, uses as much power as it possibly can to run the system. So not very energy efficient, and with the variable speed, and it's able to ramp up and down like this system, compared to a single stage system, it's night and day.
So not only is it gonna put some money back in my pocket, but I'm gonna be a lot more comfortable inside of my home.
Yeah, so with it being variable speed, it'll run for a longer period of time compared to your single stage system. So a single stage system will kick on, run for probably 15 to 30 minutes, shut off for maybe 10, 15 minutes, and then kick back on for another 15, 30 minutes, and just do that periodically through the day. This system will run for, I would say, between 45 minutes to an hour and a half before it actually shuts off. And so it's running longer for a more consistent time, and it's able to meet your comfort level for each individual room.
And the great thing about this is I'm able to push my lawnmower between the condenser and my fence without hitting anything, right?
Yep.
So it's a slim line, takes up less space, it's more efficient, puts more money back in your pocket. Everybody's happy when that happens. Mm-hmm. Well, man, this is a new construction home. Holders Air Conditioning and Heating does about 70% of new construction homes here in Bakersfield, something we're very proud of. And you guys are getting ready to move into your new house in the beginning of November.
Yeah, either end of October or beginning of November.
That's great, man. Well, man, I'd love for you to give me a tour and talk about all the other things that we're doing here at your new residence, like the indoor air quality that we're going to see.
Yep. And
you guys really did each and every room pretty special. And let's talk about that once we go inside, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, Brylan, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, it's Steve again with Holders Air Conditioning and Heating, and now we're inside the home, Brylan, and we're going to talk about the layout and some of the special features that we're seeing in this house. I'm going to pan upwards right now just above your head, and I'm going to look at this big box that is in the hallway, and that is called a
return.
And that's where your filter goes, right? Generally.
So I installed a media filter, which is connected to my air handler in my attic. So you don't have to change those type of filters as often. Mm-hmm. You change them roughly every 6 months instead of every month, like these filters. So you get better air quality, and you don't have to change them as often.
Okay, and what's the job of a return?
So it sucks the air from inside the house to the unit, and transfers through the unit and either heats or cools and then brings it back into the home.
And you guys did something pretty special here at this house. We're not just having this one large return, looks like a 20-inch return duct up there, which is going to pull a lot of air. Only this house is a split wing. You got a couple of bedrooms on the west side and a couple of bedrooms on the east side and some other rooms. And let's go see what we actually installed in there to make sure this house stays cool.
Okay.
All right. Now here we are going into the master bedroom. And if you want to back up just a little bit so we can kind of take a look and keep going into this master bedroom area. And there's the supply duct, and that's normally what would be in each and every room of a home. Now as we come back around, there's another return up there in the hallway of the room, correct?
Yes.
And that's going to really help each and every room stay at a constant temperature, correct?
Yeah, so at most new construction homes, the way that they lay the plans out is you have your main return on the inside the hallway, and then you have one extra return inside the master bedroom. What I did for my house was I ended up putting a return in each and every bedroom inside the house.
That's great, man. Did you guys put a return here in this master bath as well, or is that a little bit overkill?
That's a little overkill.
Yeah.
And so, but the air that is being put into this bathroom, since there's no door here, it's going to be being sucked from inside the bathroom to that return, and also the bedroom as well.
Well, let's go take a look at the bedroom here on the west side, which, as we know, if you live in Bakersfield, California, the west end of the house is usually going to get a little bit hotter than the east side of the house, correct?
Yeah. So it's obviously the room that the sun hits the most. But again, like I said, we put a return in every single bedroom, so it's able to suck that hot air from each and every bedroom back to the system instead of having to work itself from each bedroom through the hallway to that main return. It's able to suck it from each room to each return to the unit.
And man, those bedroom returns are pretty large as well, so you guys are going to be moving some air throughout the house, right?
Yeah, so the main return is a 20-inch. Each return in all the bedrooms are 14-inch.
Awesome, man. And this is a service that Holders offers even with existing homes, right? If you're having a hot spot or a cold spot in your house, maybe the answer to that is not a new unit or whatever, but maybe just adding a return.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can either add a return. Sometimes, especially older homes, the supply duct is either too small and doesn't have enough airflow through that room. But if it's the correct size supply, then your next step would be to add a return.
Awesome. And we offer free estimates to come out and take a look at your duct work and check the airflow and make sure that what you need is the right thing, correct?
Correct.
And I just want to say to anybody watching that if your unit is older than 10 years, it may be time to consider replacing it, correct? And
so one quick thing, before I started building this house, the house that I was living in, or with me and my wife were living in, my unit was 8, almost 9 years old. And I was paying a true-up bill every year with my old single-stage system. So my system was, like I said, 8 or 9 years old, and I ended up replacing it with the same exact system that I put in this house, in my old house. And I was able to eliminate my true-up bill. And my master bedroom in that house was the hottest room of the house. After installing the Daikin fit, it eliminated my true-up bill, and it created my master bedroom to be the same temperature as the rest of the house.
Excellent. So many different solutions if you're having any problems. And remember, too cold or too hot, give Holders a shot, right?
Yep.
All right, let's go check out the rest of the house.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Once again, it's Steve with Holders Air Conditioning and Heating. We're back in the hallway, kind of where everything happens, right, Brylan? At Brylan and Lindsay Holders' new home. And let's talk about some of the special things about the Daikin fit. First of all, indoor air quality and what you're going to be putting in to this home to make sure that your family's air quality is the best it can be.
So it is an upgrade. It does not automatically come with the Daikin fit, but it's a great air purification device that will be installed inside the air handler in the attic, inside the ductwork. So when the unit is on and moving, it's going through that air purification device and helping get rid of all the dust and pollen, and it has a ultraviolet light that will help kill viruses, mildew, mold, bacteria, those type of things.
Excellent. And then what we're seeing here on the wall, Brylan, is actually just kind of a standard thermostat, right? Standard Wi-Fi thermostat that comes with every unit that we install. at Holders, but the Daikin Fit has something that's a little bit more special.
Yeah, so this thermostat is just a basic on and off thermostat. You can program it to your phone still and turn it on and off from your phone. But what the Daikin Fit has to have is the Daikin 1 smart thermostat, which also you can connect to your phone and control it by your phone. But also, these standard thermostats have anywhere between a 2 to 4 degree temperature difference. So let's say it's 75 degrees in your house. Your standard thermostat is set for 73. Well, it's going to get down to 73 and satisfied, but in reality, your home is probably 74, 75, maybe 76 physical temperature inside the house.
So the Daikin Fit thermostat is different?
Yes. So this has an actual calibrated temperature sensor in it, where it'll sense the exact temperature inside the home. It doesn't have a temperature difference. So if it's 73 degrees, it's exactly 73 degrees. Or if it's 78 degrees, it's exactly 78 degrees.
And this thermostat is also connected to Daikin, the Daikin Cloud, right? And that's an optional service that you can get where it actually monitors air quality, right?
Yes, so it'll monitor your air quality, which this device here will be installed in the attic as well inside the unit. What this does, as the air is passing through this monitoring device, it'll monitor the air quality of the home. And if it gets bad, it'll notify the cloud, which notifies your thermostat, which will notify your phone, saying that, hey, your air quality is poor. It's either time to change your filter, or it also will tell the air purification device to kick on and start doing its thing.
And also, this monitor here can also tell you if your airflow is not correct and some other things that most units can't do.
Correct.
Right?
So with this device, it will monitor the airflow, and if it reduces the amount of airflow and it's not supposed to, most of the time it's because you have a dirty filter. And so it'll notify you when it's time to change your filter. If it's too dirty and it's plugged up and it's restricting the airflow, this will be able to tell you when that time comes.
Wow, man, that's really cool. So kind of the future of air conditioning and heating. Obviously, heat pump, all electric.
Yep.
With the electrification of California. A lot of folks have solar in this area. And of course, the Daikin Fit system can be retrofitted onto an existing home, correct?
Yep. Yeah, it definitely can be retrofitted into an existing home. We can install it in a custom new construction home. Also, even if you don't have solar, it's still a great thing to get for the Daikin Fit because of how efficient the system is. Even though it is all electric and it is a heat pump, whatever you're going to be spending in summertime is exactly what you're going to be spending in wintertime. But it's so efficient. If you're spending, let's just say, $400 a month in PG&E in the summertime, with a standard heat pump system, you're going to be paying $400 a month in the wintertime, and maybe just a little bit more. But with the Daikin Fit, it's if you had a $400 a month PG&E bill in the summertime, it could potentially reduce it, 20, 30, maybe 40% less than what you were paying, and then same thing in the wintertime as well. So if you do have solar, great, because now you're going all electric. If you don't have solar, it's still great because it's still going to lower your PG&E.
And the Daikin Fit heat pump system, of course, is also eligible for some of those tax breaks and tax credits that we're seeing, right?
Yeah, from my knowledge, you can get up to $2,000 in tax credits at the end of the year when you go file your taxes if you switch your gas electric system to an all electric heat pump.
Awesome, man. Thank you for allowing us to come out and spending some time at your new home. I hope you, Lindsay, and the boys enjoy many, many years of comfort and fun here at this house, Brylan. Thanks so much.
Thank you.